It's time to set ourselves up for disappointment yet again. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another Stranger Things video. So today I am talking about potential dates for when we could get the Season 5 trailer. In the past, I've said, oh, Stranger Things Day, oh, Christmas Day NFL games, oh, maybe the Super Bowl. And I've been wrong every single time. But now that we have a new lineup of potential dates, I'm gonna run it down and give you guys what I believe could be the next big date to circle on your calendar for the Stranger Things 5 first trailer. Before I get into this though, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your prediction for when we're gonna get the first teaser trailer, as well as if you think we're gonna get multiple teasers, kind of like how they did with Season 4, or just one teaser and one big trailer. And of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 150,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means quite a bit. So when it comes to Stranger Things Season 5 marketing thus far, we've gotten a couple things. Obviously, we had all the Ross Duffer photo dumps during the year 2024 while they were shooting Season 5. Since then, filming has wrapped up in December of last year, so they're done filming. They've been in post-production for a couple months now. And in terms of like the pure marketing, we got a behind-the-scenes teaser trailer on July 15th of last summer, which was in 2024. That was to celebrate the anniversary of Stranger Things Season 1 first premiering on Netflix. And they gave us a really juicy behind-the-scenes teaser that I've referred to countless times in my past videos. I mean, we got shots of pretty much every single character, new locations, it teased Will Byers flashbacks, like tons of stuff was revealed in that, but we still didn't get any like official polished shots from the final season. We just saw them shooting things in Season 5, but we didn't see what they're actually going to look like when the show premieres on Netflix. Then we fast forward to Stranger Things Day of last year, and we got every single episode title revealed, as well as confirmation of a 2025 release date. On top of that, they let us know that the season is going to take place in the fall of 1987 for the most part, because again, we're gonna have flashbacks and maybe some of the show could open in 1986 after the aftermath of Season 4, and the epilogue of the season could jump ahead a year or two. We don't know that for sure, but we do know 1987 is gonna be a year that Season 5 predominantly takes place in. In the meantime though, we've been in kind of a dry spell with regard to Stranger Things news or updates, so I've decided to look ahead at what dates we could get that first teaser on, and there's one date on that calendar that's fastly approaching. It's actually this month. So March 22nd is Will Byers' birthday, and it could very well be the next big date where we get Season 5 news or that long-awaited first teaser.
Do you know what March 22nd is? It's your birthday.
If we look back at 2024 on Will Byers' birthday, which is again March 22nd, we got our first look at Will Byers in costume in Season 5, along with a picture of an actor portraying young Will. There's dots on his face, which sort of signifies we'll be getting young Will flashbacks, a la 11 in Stranger Things Season 4. Ross Duffer hit us with that photo dump. He's the man. He came through all of 2024. What a goat. So maybe they were setting up a year in advance. Hey, next year, we're going to give you something even bigger about Stranger Things 5. Maybe regarding Will Byers. I'll get into that in a second. But on top of that, Stranger Things France has actually tweeted some things out that are Stranger Things related. Now, these could all be jokes. They love to sort of get the engagement going by bringing up Stranger Things. But they're stirring up some talk nonetheless. They put out a tweet about like Steve Harrington returning in 2025 and some other Stranger Things nonsense. So they could be onto something. But a thought I had is, let's imagine that Stranger Things Season 5 goes the route of Season 4 with regard to how many teasers they had, right? If you look at Season 4's marketing, we got a teaser that was sort of devoted to every individual character grouping. One all about the Creel House and Hawkins, one about California, one sort of teasing Eleven and Papa's relationship and that plot line throughout the season. So there were multiple teasers devoted to individual plot lines in Season 4. And so with Season 5, I was thinking, what better way to go about marketing than to have individual teasers centered around one of each of the individual main kids? So on March 22nd, Will Byers' birthday, we get our first teaser that's all from Will's point of view. We get a couple shots of him. For example, this shot of him when he's like looking up and shining a flashlight. We get to see that. We see a couple other, action shots of Will Byers, and the entire teaser's his voiceover leading up to Season 5. Then a couple months pass, we get one for Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and if they want to end with a bang, they could have 11 do the final teaser. That could open up the door to like an actual full-on teaser in the same video, and then about a month from release, we get the official full trailer. Just a thought I had, they could do like 30-second teases for each character's point of view, and it would feel final because it would be centered around the main OG kids of the show. Like the teasers could open showcasing older shots of kids from past seasons, sort of like Season 1, 2, 3, 4, building up to Season 5, where we then get like that polished official footage, and again, the characters could be voicing them over the whole time. So I'm starting to buy into March 22nd being a date. My main reasoning is we got something last year on March 22nd. We've been a little quiet this year on the Stranger Things news the past couple weeks, dang near months now, so I feel like March 22nd could be a nice date, launch us into spring, and get us excited for Stranger Things coming in the fall, likely. Now, we've set ourselves up for failure plenty of times in the past by circling dates on the calendar for when to look ahead to Stranger Things footage. And like the age-old saying is, it's gonna drop on some random Tuesday morning, right? Like that's how Netflix and big studios usually roll. They're like, you know what? It's a little too quiet. Here's a Thunderbolts trailer. Here's the first trailer for Squid Game. You know, they just do that out of the blue. So let's say they don't drop anything on March 22nd, which is Will Byers' birthday, like I've said. What would be the next date to circle that's not some random, unpredictable date? It would be May 31st. That's going to be Tudum. For those who don't know, Netflix puts on Tudum almost every year, but almost like every other year nowadays. And this is an event where they showcase a lot of their upcoming projects, like movies, shows, live stream events, all that jazz. And they usually have guest presenters and panels for each of these movies or shows. The last time we had Tudum, I want to say, was in 2023, and they didn't really have much to reveal for Stranger Things, but this is where they announced that Linda Hamilton of Terminator fame was joining the cast of season 5. So they'll have something prepared for us, I would imagine, at Tudum, even if we do or don't get anything on March 22nd. Like, I 100% expect some sort of Stranger Things announcement at Tudum May 31st. It could be the release date and the fact that they're going to go the volume route, and that could be, you know, something that's announced for the fall of this year. Or it could be the first teaser. Let's say we don't get that on March 22nd, May 31st could be the date they're saving that for, where we get the first teaser for season 5. On the other hand, let's say they go the route that I pitched, where they're going to market this show with teasers centered around each of the main kids. They could drop the first Will Byers related one in March, they could drop another in April, and then they could give us another one surrounding one of the other characters at Tudum. But then I thought about it, and Tudum could just be putting an emphasis on a lot of the projects that come out before Stranger Things, because based on reports, again, none of this is true, Stranger Things reportedly could release in October and November in volumes. That hasn't been confirmed, so that's why I'm not treating it like it's confirmed. But if that, let's say, does come true, that's a long ways away from May 31st. They still have a bunch of projects before that, notably Squid Game Season 3, which is the final season of one of Netflix's biggest shows. Notably, Wednesday Season 2 is going to drop before that, so they might want to put more of an emphasis on those and save like a small Stranger Things announcement for later on in the presentation. Then I started thinking about other Netflix events. We have Tudum, well, Geeked Week exists as well, and this past Geeked Week, we got a little behind-the-scenes featurette for Season 5, but if Geeked Week takes place in September, that might be the week that we get the full-on trailer for Stranger Things 5. I imagine we'll have some type of teaser before then, but in terms of Netflix events, they might want to save most of the juicy Stranger Things stuff for Geeked Week because it's a lot closer to release of the show, making it more relevant at the time of it dropping. Now, let's go down a disastrous route, okay? If we get absolutely nothing on March 22nd for Will's birthday, or absolutely nothing at Tudum on May 31st, there's one other date I would circle as like an end game where I would bet American money, real cold hard cash, that we will get something on this day, and that date is July 15th. This is the anniversary of Stranger Things premiering on Netflix with season 1 back in 2016. Last year, it's when we got the behind-the-scenes teaser. Well, this year, middle of the summer, it's the perfect time to drop footage, a trailer, a teaser, whatever it may be, for a project that comes out in the fall. If you look at big movies, typically in the summer, you get the trailers for things that come out in the fall and the winter so that they can get promoted. And with Stranger Things being an anomaly in terms of Netflix shows, it's like the most popular one that's been around the longest, arguably, they might want to approach the marketing for this a bit different. A lot of times Netflix shows drop their first like official trailers about a month in advance. That's what they did with season 4, as we got the first trailer in April 2022, with volume 1 hitting Netflix in May of 2022. And even more recently, like a project like, say, You know the show with Penn Badgley, he plays Joe Goldberg. That final season drops in April of this year, and we just got our first full trailer in March, so about a month out. It's commonplace with most streaming shows, they drop the first official full trailer about a month out ahead of release instead of multiple months like they do with movies. So I imagine with season 5 of Stranger Things, they're going to want to approach marketing a bit differently because it is the end of an era. It's the final Stranger Things season. They might even be willing to put more of a big budget into the marketing campaign alone to make sure that everyone's tuned in when this season drops. Especially considering there is going to be about a 3-year gap between seasons. They want to make it known, hey, season 5's coming. Get ready. So that's why I'm a little more patient than normal here, because while it does seem like, ugh, we're still waiting for footage, we have to remember that with streaming shows across the board, it's rare to get full trailers that far in advance of release, just because it's a completely different model than the theatrical release format. All that to say, in the coming months, you'd have to imagine we will certainly get the first teaser for season 5. Whether that's March 22nd, May 31st, July 15th, in the next few months, we have to get something. Even if it's not a teaser, it's gotta be the release date, but I imagine they might wanna sort of coincide the release of those, maybe even include a poster in that as well. Make it a big old package deal. But whenever that day comes and we get our first official footage from season 5, it will be a glorious day. So yeah, there's a trailer coming soon, we just gotta be patient, but there's not a lot of Stranger Things news to cover at the moment. But anything and everything we get along the way, I will be covering here on the channel, as you guys know. And I've actually done some fun theory-related videos. One was a tier list, one was a collaboration recently. I appreciate you guys for checking that out, and if you haven't, I'll link it up above or down below. But I have fun talking Stranger Things outside of just news updates as well, so make sure to check out those videos if you haven't. And of course, I don't just make Stranger Things content for those who don't know. I talk all other sorts of movies and shows. I just watched the new Millie Bobby Brown Netflix movie, The Electric State, that I reviewed. I'll link my video up above. So if you watch just my Stranger Things stuff, consider watching some of my other videos as well, because I talk tons of movies and shows here on the channel. But that does it for this Stranger Things Season 5 video. Let me know in the comments down below when you think we're going to get the first teaser. Are we getting multiple teasers or just one teaser and a trailer? Let me know all your predictions down below, and of course hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be on the lookout for more videos coming very soon, and until next time, I'll see you on the other side of the Upside Down.